Hey, how's it going, everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back. We're playing some more Rimworld. So, a couple of things. First off, the series that went up recently on the channel, just at the same time as Ideology came out on Rimworld, were sort of pre-recorded, and I wondered about swapping them round. But I decided, let's leave this up, and we'll play Ideology as we go through it, and we'll just see what happens, and that'll be up at the end of those series. So, apologies if you've been waiting for this. Just sort of a timing thing. It wasn't announced with a huge amount of time before it was then released, Ideology. So it came as a bit of a surprise, I think, for everyone. So I'm sure if you wanted to see Ideology, you've already seen it. But hopefully, if you're here, you'll stick around, you'll watch this series, and we'll see how we get on. We'll talk about our tribe. That's right, we're starting as a tribe. We don't do this very often, so expect failure, as you always would around here. But we're just going to see how we go. So the gods were very angry. The blood machines came at night. They swept through your village, cutting and burning your people with their blades and devil fire. Only a few of you escaped. Now, after a harrowing journey with no friends to turn to, you must build a new home in the wilderness, like your ancestors did. So we've got our little tribe over here. I'm a little bit worried about the amount of just the sheer amount of tunnels that we're seeing around here. Not great. Not great at all. But this is our new home. You'll notice straight away there's some weird things left on the map. So there's an ancient pod car, a little fence over here, a generator. They don't do anything as far as I'm aware. And when I've deconstructed them in the small tests that I've done, they don't seem to give you any resource. But here we are. Over here there's a war spider remains and lots of little kitchen sinks. Loads of kitchen sinks and ancient beds and stuff. But we need to find somewhere to thrive and build our colony. I'm very concerned about this because when there's an outbreak, we could be surrounded by them, right? Up here is nice. I like this. Down here is pretty nice. Oh, there's a grizzly bear down here. Over here could be all right. Again, a little bit concerned about this. Up here doesn't look too bad either. Do we want to move everything? That's the question. I think we should move everything and be closer to this tree. So that's what we're going to do. I've bumped up our start slightly to give us a bit more stuff to begin with. I basically started this previously, and we had a colony which were really attuned to nature. Really love trees. Obviously, you need trees, a lot of trees to survive. And even if you decide to not make the decision to chop down trees, when you start in a forest, you have to clear trees. So that quickly turned into a bit of a farce. So we've gone for something a little less, with a little less impact. However, I'll show you in a second. It looks like it's going to have a fair amount of impact, but we'll see how we go. Let's start with an introduction to our people. No, let's start with an introduction to our ideology. So here you can see this is us. We are the tribal nudists. And our people are known as nudists, and we've got a leader title of the divine chief and a ritual room with a pantheon. So this is kind of the main drivers of our tribe. This is what we believe in. You can see here we've got a few bits and pieces up here, which we won't go into too much detail because they're kind of just the style, etc. Of our colony. They don't mean too much. However, you can see that we are female supremacy. So females are the leaders of our society. We've got collective community, so people working together to really drive the colony forward. We love drugs, and more importantly, we love being naked. We've got a few rules down here, so you can see we've got a couple of gods, deities. You can see Cabrin over here, the god of nudity, and Mbe over here, the god of drugs. Cabrin made all men and women from the great mold, and those that deviated she threw into a fire. Nice. So the believers could live in harmony. The people wore clothes, and looking up at Cabrin asked, "Why aren't you clothed? It's disgusting." The god of nudity replied, I mean, the clue is in the name, "Your form and mine were created from the heavens in a mold. To cover them is what's truly disgusting." The god of nudity, Cabrin, concealed her truths in the folds of reality, invisible in the normal states of mind. So there's a little background around our god, but as you can see, there's a few things here. Men and women, always naked. Love being naked. We don't care about relationships. Free love. We can love whomever and whatever we want. And the ladies of our colony can have 4 or fewer spouses. So it's quite an interesting twist. And then most of the rest of the stuff is pretty normal. You can see here, execution is okay if the person's guilty. We don't like slavery, cannibalism, blindness. Our work drive is tripled, so that'll be interesting. We don't like fungus. We're okay on diversity of thought. We don't like insect meat. Don't like scars and pain. We have normal research and so on and so forth. So nothing particularly exciting going on. You can see down here, men are only allowed one spouse. Women over here, and we always keep the woman's name. Love it. Then we got some roles that we can give out to people in our society. So you can see here, divine chief, philosophizer, and rotalor. This person's a specialist with plants because of our drug infatuation. Okay, down here we've got some buildings. We can have a knee pillow. A gasser of skin is my favourite thing for a burn bong. The Cabrin's image is a building, and then the shape of Cabrin down here is a building. So, I think these go into a special chamber that you may well produce. And then we got some relics, which I'm sure we'll come across soon. We love cows. That's a big thing in our colony. Love a cow. So we can't slaughter them. We can't hunt them. If one of them dies, we get debuffs, etc., etc. But if we can get some cows, I think we'll be onto a winner. And then we've got certain beards and haircuts that we have. So this was the big release. This is the DLC. However, it came with the 1.3 release, and there's been a few changes in that, which we haven't played since then. So now you can build pens for your animals, and more importantly, some animals have to have pens. So that's going to be quite interesting. I think we use this area. I think this is our home base. So let's go up here, stockpile zone. Right here, we're going to put it. An ancient nav beacon. Interesting. So we're going to move all our stuff up here. So let's come over here and allow some of this stuff. Basically, we just gave ourselves some more wood, giggity, and a bit more pemmican, just to get us started. But nothing too major. We've also got some animals and a few bits and pieces. Let's just unpause this for a second. Sorry, I was about to sneeze. Okay, so we're going to meet our members. We've got Kat here. Kat is a female at the age of 19, and she's pretty good at crafting and intellectual. She's got an annoying voice, and she's a body purist, so that'll go down nicely with the speeches she's going to give, the rousing speeches. Because I think, looking at this, Kat is our only female, and therefore the leader of our colony. We'll have a look at that in a bit. We'll get the base and the foundation built first of all, but we'll come back to that. Let's just pause this because I want to give people some weapons. We've then got Turtle. So I did change the names just to give them names after animals. I don't know why, but that was what I did. Turtle up here. Turtle is a 63-year-old and is good at shooting, psychically dull and a fast learner, so he should do okay for us. We've got Worm over here, who, again, okay at shooting, is good at plants, abrasive and a slow poke, but is an optimist, so that's quite nice. Also incapable of doing any doctoring. We've got Caterpillar over here, who I didn't change the name of, incapable of violence, iron will kind and loves his food, but good at cooking, artistic, social. So we've got some good skills in our collection of people. Next up, we've got Owl, who I also didn't change the name of, interestingly. Construction, mining, incapable of dumb labour, undergrounder, likes being, never feels cooped up, and a teetotaler. So that's an interesting one when you come to our colony, which is a drug-using colony, my friend. Let's see how that lasts. And I think that's what I like about this. At the moment, some of the choices you can make are a little restricted, but I think as mods come out, some of this is going to be insane. We need to give people weapons, so let's do that first of all. You're a melee person. Let's give you this club. You are a shooty person, so let's give you this bow. You are a shooty person as well, so let's give you this. You can do none of the above, and you can shoot, so let's give you this. Okay, with that being the case, we may as well give you this, right? Okay, and we've got some animals over here. We've got Zinaida, the cat. We've got Veggie, the cat. And Isis down here, the guinea pig. Okay, right. I think what we're going to do straight away, before we do anything else, is get everyone on hauling who can haul. Owl, you are our constructor, which is good. I think we'll get you building our home, right? So let's start with a... Let's start with something like this. Oh, I'm still building bloody doors. That's a good start. Whoa, let's try that again. Okay, that feels like a good starting point. Okay, so these guys should start heading up. They're all going to eat and do those things. We're okay with that. And hopefully they're all going to pick up some bits and pieces and start heading in this direction. So, as always, there's always a fine line between ancient shopping carts. Nice. There's always a fine line between... Oh, hello. We'll definitely destroy that, I think. I'm not having that nearby. There's always a fine line between moving and staying still. I think in this game you lose so much time by hauling everything, but we've got extra people, so you know, getting all 5 of us helping to move, apart from Owl, who's going to be building, I think, he's probably fine. Good start, Owl. Construction botched on the first piece of construction, and the second piece. Brilliant. Okay. These guys, again, they're going to be wandering back and forth. I think what I'd really like to do, actually, because we can leave the others wandering back and forth, is get some growing sorted. Is there anywhere here with better fertility than anywhere else? It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's all the same. So I'm going to go growing zone, and we're going to have quite a few of these. For now, I think I'll put them round near this. Now, we always go a little bit too big with our ancient razor wire. Always go a little bit too big with our growing zones, but I think we're going to do the same again. And then we do have people who are pretty good at growing, so I think we'll really push it to the limit. Okay, you're going to be potatoes. You are going to be corn. You are going to be rice. You will make heel root. You will make psychoid. You will make smoke leaf. You will make this. So this is used for dye, and I think we want cotton as well. We possibly want a few more of these. Let's do something like this. And make you let's make you some trees, maybe, just to make sure we're replacing those. Maybe we need a bigger section for that, and then we'll have one more over here, which will make we've got this fungus stuff here. I don't know what this is good for. Grown for nutritious value, it can grow fungus. We don't really want fungus, so let's avoid that for now. I don't think we're going to ever get medicine, so we're going to do heal root again, just to make sure we're getting enough. I mean, we might up these. You know what? We need more smoke leaf, right? That's our big thing. So let's go big on the old smoke leaf over here. That's our big thing. Okay, who's our planty guys? You two. Okay. So Owl is constructing, and you guys are planting. That's fine. We're okay with all of that. Still got a lot of stuff to move. Oh, there's insects over here already, look. Didn't see those. That's not great. Any more of them? We really want to try and take those out fairly quickly, or block them in. They're the choices. This bear seems to be heading this way. Not a fan. Well, there's an old turret down here, look. Yeah, slight concern this, okay. I don't really want to take these on with just bows and arrows, so maybe if we leave them alone, they'll leave us alone. Look at these, look. Ancient war walker foot. So I wonder if they were like, or feet. I wonder if they were like, AT-ATs. Interesting. There's a warg down here. Stop botching the construction, man. Okay, there is a lot of planting to do. We should also... Dumping stockpile zone. Let's do it over here. I guess for now we should... So what you'll notice down here is actually we're quite short of a lot of things. So if we go to structure, sorry, that's probably not great. If we go over here, we don't start with the stone cutters table. Over here, we don't start with beds. We just got bed rolls. Over here, we start with nothing in the power supply. So a lot of things are missing from our start. Which is a shame, but that's the point of being a tribe, right? Is we've got to get to that point. So we really want to get someone on research pretty quickly. Cat, our leader, is over here. Now there is a way of giving people roles and stuff in the colony. Now I can't quite remember. Over here, look, we could assign them as the leader, but we'll hold off for now. And we should also get everyone stripped, I guess, because I'm guessing if we go in here... Oh, so you've got... Interesting. So you're our leader. But you've got a peg leg. That is very interesting. Can we do a leg transplant? Is that a thing? Is that a thing in Rimworld? I don't know. Great if we could, right? Okay, the smoke leaf, most importantly, is being planted first. Love it. And there's some rice going in. Okay, good. Let's just get the rest of this stuff hauled in. I think the more of all of this we get hauled in, and in our new base, we're in a better place. That wasn't meant to rhyme, but you know. Right, okay. And I guess if we can tame some of these, we've got weapons against the insects, right? What I'd really like to be able to do is come over here and board up some of this. This rabbit is getting close. Do they attack each other? I don't know. This isn't reproducing, nor is this one, so we shouldn't see more of them, I don't think, which is good. I'd really like to get a wall across here and across here, just to keep us safe from those until they obviously mine out. Okay, we're almost there with the first starting point, which is great news. Okay, still a lot to move in. Okay, you're putting the roof on. So this pemmican, they don't eat one pemmican per meal. They eat maybe 10 to 12, something like that. The good news about pemmican, and that's one of the things we're not going to have. We're going to have somewhere where we can keep our food cool. So no matter what we do, we're going to have a constant supply of food coming in. That to me feels like animals. If we can get animals up and running and build a pen for them, then we might be in a good place. We can tame these. I'm guessing if we go anywhere near them, they just start attacking, right? They're pretty vicious. Do they just attack on sight? How do I tell? What happens if we get tame? Okay, so I don't think, reading this, I don't think they're going to try and, simply have a 50% base chance to attack when harmed. So, I mean, that indicates to me that maybe they're not a threat. Maybe we can just leave them to their own thing. Okay, a lot of planting going on. So I think next up we want a table and some chairs, right? We don't need a table that's this big. Hold on, there's usually a table on the map somewhere. Let's have a look. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. Just kitchen sinks over here. Nothing. Oh, here we go. Where are you? Where's our base? Okay, so hopefully we can get a table over here as well. And then I think we should move on to bedrooms. That's probably a little bit small, right? That's probably the right size. Whoopsie. Okay. Nothing in temperature, so we can't put in a wall or anything in there. Pemmican is still being hauled, right? Yeah. These guys have done a lot of walking today. It's 5 o'clock. Okay. You're coming all the way back up here. Where did you... hold on. Hold on. You wait there. Rather than make you walk all the way back again. Let's come back down here, and we want to install you here, and we want to cancel you and build a copy of these two there. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. I like that we've done little bits of construction here and there. Sorry, planting here and there, and then we've moved on to somewhere different. All good. I mean, growing all this stuff is not going to be great because everything's going to go off, so we probably need smaller. I have no idea how we get to electricity, air conditioning. So it's quite a way away, right? It's 3,200. So obviously all these, I think, all of these may have increased numbers. I think, as in, it takes you longer to research it because you're just not anywhere near the tech levels, would be my assumption. What are these things? Ancient storage cylinders. I didn't make him do it. God damn it. Okay, you're going to go and get the table. That's fine. Okay, I don't like you walking through these tunnels, but so be it. Yeah, let's keep those forbidden. Minor break risk. What's wrong? Wearing clothes. Well, you know what? We can absolutely help with that. And we should have done this ages ago. I mean, if we're going to be nudists, let's be nudists. I love the fact they all just threw their stuff on the floor. Freedom. Okay, nice. So we can see up here, I'm not trying to perv on Cat, but Cat has got some tattoos. I've got some body tattoos that are new. I think we turned off some of the face ones. I didn't think we wanted too many face tattoos, but Owl maybe's got one down here. I've got a really hairy belly button. I'm not sure which. Jesus, does it take you this long to plant? Why is it taking you so long? So we need to assign all of you to nudist. Okay, good. And then I think that means we can unlock all of the clothes that have just been ditched on the floor. They'll get hauled back in. There we go, we can see Kat's tattoos there as she's wandering around. This is very slow. Like really slow. Okay, we've still got to move these out. I guess we won't move them yet. We can put a workbench over here and have something like, ow, what are you doing? You're hauling this table. It's very slow. You've come all the way around this way. Interesting. You didn't come back the same way as you went. Intriguing. I think if we can get those muffalos tamed, we absolutely should. Have we got anyone who can do some animal handling? Owl, our constructor. Brilliant. Cat can also construct. I guess if we get you constructing for now, and let's think about a pen. How much wood have we got? 774. So if we go into structure, we can build a fence, as you can see here, and then we can make this fence all the way along here, like so. It's a pretty big pen. And say fence gate here, here, and maybe here. And then we want a pen marker in the middle there. So they'll build this, and this will give us our this will give us somewhere to keep animals. I'm thinking if we can then put muffalos in there, we might have a constant supply rather than having to hunt them. And interestingly, they're made changing to hunting. So every animal starts with a base amount of meat. So let's say a muffalo has 500 meat. When you're hunting it, the more you shoot it, and I think depending on the weapons you're using, the more you shoot it, the more meat or amount of meat that you can get from that muffalo is reduced every time you hit it. So, you know, you start at 500 and you might end up with only 200 left. I mean, that would be extreme, right? If you're hunting it with grenades, maybe. But you know, that's the principle. So now, growing animals, ranching animals, keeping animals is clearly the way forward. I'm going to cancel this one and put the fence in here. So we can jump over fence, and certain animals can jump over fences. But the animals that we're planning on putting here shouldn't be able to. Okay, everyone's asleep. Let's speed this up a bit. And I don't think this has been a bad first day. I'm a little bit worried about you and your recreation. That's what we need. So we've got a couple of things. Let's put one of these down. A hoop stone ring. Let's put it just outside the door. There we go. Let's get you up and working on that. And then we'll say schedule everybody for your recreation. So hopefully, I mean, the problem is they're all going to wake up independently and start doing stuff, which is going to disturb everybody else. But I think that's fine. We can work on the rest of it soon. Okay, Cat is doing her thing. Owl is back asleep. But that will help the moods a little bit. What we got going on, Cat? You're in a bad mood. We definitely don't want you being upset. There's nothing we can do to help with this other than remove the peg leg, and we don't want to do that. Unsightly environment, slept on ground, slept in cold, disturbed sleep, ate without table, soaking wet. Okay, there's only so much I can help here. Okay. So I don't think we can make any bedrolls unless we do some hunting. So let's get this up and we'll try and get these muffalos tamed. I think that's the next step in our progress and process. So I think what we can do is start putting these beds down over here, right? Okay. If you're going to be in a bad mood, can you just either be in a bad mood or not be in a bad mood? Stop splitting between the two. Keep working on these things. Okay, we need to deconstruct these. Oh, come on, man. We just want these rooms finished. Is that too much to ask? There we go. Everyone's in bed. You guys are outdoors, so sorry about that, but typically it's cat. These hauled out. Okay, stop raining. That's nice. Day 2 is done, and I feel like the end of day 2 is probably a good place to put a cut in. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching ScottDogGaming. Don't forget to follow on Twitch and Twitter, and head over to YouTube for daily content. See you again soon.